Hello, welcome to We Love LA, where we talk about fun, freedom, and fulfillment. For a moment, I'm just gonna pause and just have a quick little groove session. Actually, this is one of my little favorite songs, and I just feel like grooving because it was the first one that came up. So just rock with me. I'll turn it down when I get to it. So yes, Tuesday. What is today? Tuesday the 8th. There we go. I'm just waiting for that bass line to drop though. One day I will get to Brazil. That is on my bucket list. Brazil is all of what he say, but so what? I love it. So let me get to it. So yes. Take it to 50. All right. Welcome. I'm super excited. Today is, like I mentioned earlier, Tuesday, December the 8th. And welcome to We Love LA. My name is Sheena and I am your host. We do talk about fun, freedom, and fulfillment. And first and foremost, in every video that I start off with, I always have to give an acknowledgement to the artist that I play in the background. So I know I had a little bit of an intro music because I didn't think that my very first song that I was going to put on and play was going to be one of my little favorites that I've been playing over and over for the past 2 weeks. So the artist that I am playing is called Gold Panda. How can I describe Gold Panda? Well, a lot of his music is instrumental, and he's been around for a minute. He's actually started making music early in age. I would say in the entertainment industry, he is at retirement age for what they would consider, but he's still making hits. So absolutely love it. If you like music that's kind of like relaxed and edgy but upbeat, but then mellow and then groovy, like Gold Panda. So I actually have been streaming Gold Panda on my Apple radio, and sometimes I just like type in a name. Like if I come across an artist and I like a couple of tracks by them, then I would just go to my Apple radio, type in their name, and just play all of that artist. And I just so happened to come across this track, which is called Brazil. So absolutely love it. So because of my shout out and acknowledgement of the artist, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, do what you gotta do. Play my video. So if you've already been following me on We Love LA, please do double tap on that screen. Boop, boop. Do one of those, like my video. Also follow my my page, We Love LA. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Where We Going Now, All of my videos are just basically, I'm sharing the fun. I'm sharing information of freedom, however you see it, freedom of time, freedom of space, freedom of travel, freedom of whatever your mindset is, and also fulfillment. If there's something that you're looking for in your life, if you're looking to, have more abundance, having something that make you feel whole, as you as the individual, not actually a thing or something. So that is the gist of it all. So yes, I did say that I am your host. I call myself a life concierge because I'm still a tourist in my own city. So let me give you a little bit of back history. I call myself a Cali Peach because I am born and raised in Compton, California, and I moved to a small town in Georgia called Cartersville, which is about 50 miles north of Atlanta. Stayed there for 7 years, went to middle school, high school, and moved back to California right after high school because there was nothing in Georgia for me to stay. But with me being back home in LA, this is my home. I love LA. And what I really, really, really love so much about LA is that there's so many hidden gems here. There's so many things that you can like just stumble upon, or like, oh, I didn't even know that was there. Like, just there's so many things that are hidden here in LA that people really just don't even know about. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that was there. Oh my gosh, it's been here for years. Or did you hear about that? No, I didn't. There's a lot of people that move here from other states, and they be like, yeah, you didn't know about that. I'm like, no. And I'd be mad. I'd be like, damn it, I'm from here, I should know these things. So the more that I've just stumbled upon things, that's how I just became so fascinated with my city. And how that started, I was 19. I got my very first brand new car with no miles, and I was very proud of my little Corolla. Named it Dorola because we was dipping in Dorola. And so I was so happy, so excited. And you know, everybody would always just pile up in my car. For me, I always loved to drive. I've been driving since I was 10 years old. So by myself with 2 feet, so what? But I was driving. But I've been driving since I was 10, and I love to drive. And so me and my friends, we called and I said, yeah, we're gonna go to Venice Beach, blah, 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 blah. Hey, what's up? Welcome to LA. So we're trying to get to Venice Beach. Now, I've been to Venice Beach a few times. Another sidebar, I can't get lost anywhere. Now, I may not be able to find a car in a parking lot, but I can't get lost. So if I've been somewhere once, I'm looking around and I'm like, oh, that's how I get there. But anywho, taking a nice little 405 and take the 405 to the 10. So how LA say it. So yeah, I just took the 105 west to the 405 north to the 10 west, to, you know, to get to Santa Monica to get to Venice Beach. I was so wrong. I thought I was supposed to go take the 10 all the way, when really I should have gotten off like Washington Boulevard, or I should have took the 90, not the 90, the 91. No, yes, I should have took the 90 and went through Marina Del Rey. But anywho, that didn't happen. So we're just still going, and like, oh, wait a minute. There's the Ferris wheel. Oh, there's like an amusement park. Blah, 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 blah. So if you don't know, anybody that's not from LA, the 10 freeway that would take you all the way from Tallahassee, Florida, all the way through to beach, it's going to actually curve you off of the freeway and start taking you up going towards Malibu. So me and my friends were like, well, what the hell? Let's just keep going. Let's see where it takes us. Now, this is another thing about LA. It's very hard to get lost if you are in Los Angeles. And the reason I say that, there are streets that they run parallel, and you know, longitude and latitude, like however it goes, it makes grids. So there's a street that runs all the way from the beach all the way inland. If you know the name of that street, you will know how to get home. There's other streets that run north and south. If you know your streets that run north and south, there is no way that you can get lost in LA. So I'm not in LA anymore. I am going up to Malibu and Pacific Palisades, and I'm just going. And I'm like, okay, well, if I am going north, if I make a right and make another right and another right, I should be able to get back home. Ooh, that didn't happen. Ended up riding up through the canyons, and I remember, like, why we keep climbing? There's no other cars. Why we keep going up? Now the sun has already set and the moon is out, and we pull off, and all I remember was seeing cliffs. And I don't know if I would have backed the car up some type of way and wrong, we could have been rolling over off the cliff. But anyways, made my way through the canyons, and we just like, it went ooh and ah, made it to the 101 freeway. And back then, this was 20 years ago, not even 20 years ago, but going about maybe 17 years ago, there wasn't GPS on your phone. There wasn't any of that. So everything was all like, well, let's just figure it out. It has to meet somewhere to where we're going to remember something. That's what ended up happening. Took the 101, I guess it's like east-south. Seeing that there was the 405. Oh, here's the 405. So let's get back home. And then I don't know. But anyways, that was my first adventurous story. Like, oh, this is nice. This is nice. Come to find out years later, that was Las Farinas and going through Calabasas, which was super amazing. Didn't even know I knew about that, or found it by accident, which it was never lost. I just never knew about it. But anywho, take the canyon all the time. But that was super, super fun. But that was the first experience of me adventuring around in LA. And then I would find little stuff here and there. So I know that was a long sidebar, but me still being a tourist in my own city, I love to do little things that are just odd or out of the normal. I am not your typical black girl from Compton, so yes, do not let Compton fool you. And yes, so I was just talking to a friend earlier today, telling him about Cinespia, and he was like, no, it's Cinespia. I never heard of Cinespia. Now, he's in the entertainment industry, and he's never heard of Cinespia. He's from LA. So I was like, whoa, wait a minute. What do you know about Cinespia? So, for those who don't know about Cinespia, let me give you a quick story. Cinespia has been around for probably about 20 years, and they are known for playing movies in the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. Yes, the cemetery. Now, the cool part about it, the Hollywood Forever Cemetery, it is a cemetery that's been around, and it's buried most of the old Hollywood stars like your Marilyn Monroe, your Judy Garland, and the whatever his name was, Ramon from off of the Ramones, and big people like that. So those are the celebrity people, and then people who, you know, had money back then. And so those are the people who are buried in this cemetery. Now, I don't think that people still have services there because it's a very small cemetery. But anywho, there's this one section. There are no plots, so you do kind of like camp style or picnic style and have all of your family or your friends or your people to come together, and they have this mausoleum where they project a movie off the wall. And so they've been doing this for years. It's gotten so big to the point where they have food vendors. You could bring your own drink. People be in there smoking. You can do whatever. It's super fun. So I go every year. I support. So that's another hidden gem about LA. And there's people from LA who know about it. I mean, who lived in LA their whole life and didn't even know about it. So I share was, again, I'm a tourist in LA, and I love to share all of the fun hidden gems. So the one gem that I am going to discuss tonight, again, I love anything that's different. So a few years ago, about maybe a year or two ago, Netflix had introduced a new show called Stranger Things. And I'm not for sure if you've heard of Stranger Things, but I am giving my review. And I am in awe in regards to Stranger Things. So I'm watching Stranger Things, and there's these little kids, and they're all, you know, doing what kids used to do. Kids used to really play outside. We used to play outside. And so I'm watching this, I'm like, oh, this is a kid's show. I'm not really interested in it. But then once I started noticing that the time era was like 1984, 85, something like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I remember we used to ride bikes. We used to have walkie-talkies. We used to do this. And so it really drew me into the timing of reminiscing on when I used to actually play with my friends and stuff. And so I'm watching the show more and more and more, and it's really interesting because for those who haven't seen the show, I'm not going to spoil and tell you what it's about. But if you are 80s baby, or if you grew up in the 90s and you actually played outside and you have scars on your knees because you actually played and got hurt and you got up and just brushed it off or drank water out the water hose, I would say that you would probably appreciate Stranger Things just because of you can see the element of the things that we did when we were kids. And so anywho, they have 3 series. So the first series did really, really good. I think that they didn't think that the show was going to turn out to be that good, to where you can kind of see season 2 and 3, the kids are a little bit older. So I guess they was like, oh, we got to hurry up and shoot season 2 and 3 while these kids somewhat still look young. But season 3, oh my gosh, only thing I'm going to share is that the setting is at a mall. And when I'm telling you, when they're walking through the mall, they have all of the old stores like Orange Julius and Circuit City and like Radio Shack, like businesses that's not even around anymore. You'd be like, oh my gosh, I remember that. So it was super, super cool. So me being a fan of Stranger Things, and I've been telling everybody, oh my gosh, Stranger Things is really, really good. You should watch it. And people watched it and they was like, oh yeah, I liked it. So over the summertime when COVID had hit, I got a nice little email, because I get all the little emails. Oh, this is happening, that's happening, do this, do that. Stranger Things drive-through experience. I was like, oh my gosh, we can't go nowhere without a mask. The nail salons and the beauty salons and the estheticians, all that stuff was closed. And I'm like, you telling me I can't do nothing? But now there's a drive-through experience. Now I'm gonna tell you, I'm really pissed, because I'm gonna blast you out, Cinespia. I think it was back. Don't let me check my phone to see when I sent this email, but Cinespia normally start their Hollywood Forever viewings during the summertime. I say maybe like around May they start, and off season, when it's not, when the weather doesn't permit to be outside, they normally will rent out one of these old movie houses around the city, which is super amazing, because a lot of these old movie houses are super, super ornate, and it's decorated, and it's very high quality and royal looking. So it's really, really nice. Scary at the same time, because it looks like some dead bodies been burned up in the basement. But super, super fun. But anywho, I emailed Cinespia, and I'm gonna say this again. I emailed you guys saying, hey, since the malls are closed, why don't you get in contact with the property owners or the management and see if you can rent out the parking lot space, use some of the electricity, and project the movies off the side of the building, or put up a big blow up or something. Then you can still make money that way. I sent this email, I think maybe April, May of this year, 2020. I sent that email, and I'd be damn if Cinespia started doing drive-ins. But anywho, Stranger Things came out with their drive-through, and I would say I am highly, highly, highly impressed. Highly impressed. So, my first drive-through experience was the Haunted Hayride, and it was nice. It was a drive-in, you ride down the street, and yeah, we did a parking lot drive-in in Fresno. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, let me tell you something. I love the drive-in. I remember as a kid in the 90s, we used to always go to the drive-ins, and there was always a double feature. So there are still a few drive-ins that's left here in LA, but they've kind of gotten rid of them, because I don't know, people maybe they wasn't making money, but hell, that was fun. So at the Haunted Hayride, theirs was a drive-in experience where everybody parked their little car or whatever. Now, from what I remember, the Haunted Hayride, you actually ride on the back of a trailer, and then the little goodies and stuff come out. I don't do that. But this one, you parked your car, and as you're watching a movie, and they had like the lights and stuff flashing and flickering, and it's like complete darkness, and next thing you know, ghoulies and stuff is coming out to your car. So I thought that was really cool. I thought it was going to be more than that, but that was super cool. I'm glad that that's what it was. I don't do scary stuff live. I only do it on TV and in the movie theaters. But Stranger Things, I'm telling you, hands down, they get 10 review. Like, if you are not far from LA, I just looked online today. They just extended, and they have more tickets on sale. I highly, highly, highly recommend, if it's something that you are looking to do for the family, for friends, you just want to get out, I highly recommend look up the Stranger Things drive-through experience and purchase some tickets. For 2 people, it's about $100. It's so worth all $100 because at first I was like, damn, this is kind of expensive and I can only have me and one other person. It's so worth it. It's so worth it because they really put the money into the production. They're backed by a company called Fever, and I think it was called Street Cinema or something like that, or Secret Cinema, something like that. I will make sure I will tag them in this video, but highly, and they're backed by Netflix, so I highly recommend this experience. It is the best thing that I've ever experienced. I will talk more about some other things on another video, but you purchase everything through the Fever app. So you have to download the app. It's called Fever. You're able to purchase your tickets from there. If you wanted to purchase additional tickets, you can purchase it from the app at a later date. So if you wanted to add more people into the car, that's perfect. When you get there, everything is contactless. So you have to keep your windows up, your sunroof, your moonroof closed. You cannot expose any of your car air to the outside element. Also, only time you have your window down is when they're going to scan your barcode for your ticket so you can get entry in. Now, everything in the beginning, everything you stay in your car. So there is no reason for you to have to leave your car unless you have to use the restroom. So they also have a snack bar where you can order like drinks and snacks and all that stuff. And the cool part about it, they give you a menu at check-in. So on the menu, which I don't have, my sis, she has it. On the menu, there's a barcode where once you scan the barcode, click on the link, it pulls up the ordering menu. Absolutely cool, very innovative. I swear 2020 was all about vision and creativity. So if anybody can get through this COVID and still could be innovative in this, you're gonna prosper. And so I say this is I give straight kudos. So yeah, order your food through the app. Your credit card is linked into the app to where you would just make your payment there. As a matter of fact, no, your credit card is not linked at all. If you have iPhone, Apple Pay, you can just pull it right through your Apple Pay. So if you have your credit cards or debit cards hooked up to your Apple Pay, you pay through your Apple Pay through the Fever app. Blew me away. Also, I mean, this is damn near like Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A just blew me away last week. I should have did a review about them, but I'll go on that one next week. So then they automatically know like what vehicle that you're in based off of you scanning, and you put in your vehicle information. Then they got the cheerleaders in it because it's like a high school reunion theme. So they got the kids out there and they coming up to your car and they putting the stickers and stuff on your car, woo woo woo, videotaping. They got a stage set up out front, and so you're thinking this is it. Oh, that ain't it. So we didn't order any food, so I can't tell you how that tasted. I wasn't about to spend $25 for 2 drinks and some Kit Kats and pretzels. No. Me and my girl, we were smart. We went to Wingstop. And we brought our food with us. But anywho, once you go from that experience, that's when you're going and driving through to a multi-level parking structure. And the rest of the event was in a multi-level parking structure on 3 different levels. Oh my gosh, I was just like, this is super cool. I can't tell you about that, but I will just say I have never experienced this ever. So the first level, you're going through some stuff and then you have all of these cars parked a certain type of way. You get to see the characters. Super cool. Then you're going up to the next level and they got TV screens and movie screens and projectors and stuff everywhere. Oh my gosh. And then you go up again to the next level, and next thing you know, you're at the very top of the parking structure and they have a 180-degree of movie screens and stages, and people are being lifted into the air. There's the lights going off. There's air and steam and people flying and floating around. I'm like, I'm in such awe. Like, that was probably, yeah, that was fun. That was super, super fun. After you experience this, and I would say the whole event was like an hour. Like, the whole thing was an hour. So now if you wanted to go to the gift shop, which they have merchandise, things like that, go into the gift shop you pull up into a certain stall. Like they had all of these different stalls and they had all the stuff all over the walls of the parking lot. What do you want to buy? So I'm like, well, how do I know what do I want to buy? So as soon as you pull up into the parking stall, there was a barcode right next. Oh, I forgot to even mention, you have to tune your radio to a certain station to hear everything in your car while keeping your windows open, up. Super cool. Oh my gosh. So while you're parking your parking stall, there's the barcode, and basically you just take your phone, automatically it pulls up the menu. So I know I'm just like, this shirt is bothering me, so I just keep grabbing on it. But it asks you, after it shows you the menu of what you want to buy. It asks you what is the parking stall that is, like, what's the number listed on the barcode, and automatically people come to your car with a bucket, grab your stuff out. So I got myself a little goodie bag. Says Stranger Things. The inside, the upside down, or in the upside, or stuck in the upside down with Stranger Things. And so I'm not going to tell you what the upside down is because you have to watch the show. So in my goodie bag, I got the air freshener, which is the drive-in to experience. So I thought this was cool. I don't know what it smells like, but it's a Demigorgon. Smells like upside down. Well, I don't know what upside down smells like. I hope it doesn't smell like butt or something. I don't know. Just to be silly. Then I got myself a 11 patch because one of the characters' name is 11, but they call her L for short for 11. So we got a little patch so I can add my patch on. And then I got a collector's pin. So the collector's pin, it has all of the different characters, so you can collect all of the pins, which is a cool collector's item. I'm not going to open it, but I think that I'm going to go back because that was absolutely cool. Hey, what's up? Welcome to We Love LA. So what I will tell you are the characters' names. So there is Will, Lucas, Dustin, Billy, Mike, Erica, 11, and a Demogorgon. And so they have 8 pins for you to be able to collect. And I'm telling you, the Stranger Things drive, I guess they're calling it a drive into. So it's not a drive through, it's not a drive in, it's a drive into, because you are entering into the experience. And so it was downtown LA, over off of Alameda in 7th, around in that area. So I highly recommend download the Fever app and purchase, like, go and experience this. Like, you're all in the comfort of your car. If you can't drive, look, hell, pay an Uber to take you. That'd be fun, because I bet the Uber or the Lyft driver, they're gonna be like, what the hell is going on? They're gonna be like, oh, I can't charge you for this. This is cool. But that would be hella fun. If you are looking for things to do for this holiday season, go and experience the Stranger Things drive-into experience. Also, there's a couple of holiday lights that are going to be displayed where before you would be able to get out of your car and walk the sidewalk and everything, but now this year it's all about just driving by in your car. So we all do want to stay safe. We want to make sure that we're not having cabin fever, that we can still have some type of fun. That's what we do here in LA. We like to have fun, and we're going to be creative and make it happen. And so this was the fun side that I wanted to share tonight, and a little bit of freedom, because we want to break free out of the house. I mean, like I had mentioned plenty of times for the last several months, I have not had any kind of COVID break. I've been working. So if I'm not working for somebody else, I'm working for me too. So I'm always working. So always got to have that fun. Always got to take a break and, just experience and live. And so everybody stay safe, have fun, and have a good night. Until then, party on up.